Yes, sirree. It's time for Tommy Maroon Sports Show, episode number 309. Can you believe that, folks? I can't. But what I can believe, however, is that we're going to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers because they do a good job. Am I right, folks? Or am I right? Leading them in points per game. Let's see who it is. It's Donovan Mitchell, of course, 28.3. Evan Mobley, 8.7 rebounds per game. 7.8 assists per game for Mr. James Harden. 63.6 field goal percentage by Jared Allen. Jalen Tyson, 45.5 3-point percentage. And Evan Mobley's got 1.9 blocks per game. Let's go to game recap, shall we? Yes, we shall. First, it's Cavs against the Celtics, where the Cavs took a tough loss, unfortunately, 109-98. Jason Tatum was back for the second game of the season. I'm going to say it was the second game of the season because Donovan Mitchell scored 30 and Evan Mobley had 24 points. And James Harden, 19 points, 10 assists. Jason Tatum, 20 points in his second game back, as mentioned a few seconds ago. Jaylen Brown, 23 points. Cavs had 7 fewer rebounds than the Celtics. And the Celtics won without blocking a shot. My goodness, that's a little bit rare to see. I know you don't see too many block shots. I know you don't see low-scoring games anymore, but still, I play NBA Live 2005 all the time and get like double-digit blocks every game with Big Z. But I'll tell you about NBA Live 2005 in a second. As the Cavs beat the 76ers in this game you're looking at right now, 115-101, where James Harden had 21 points, and Keon Ellis had 19 points, and Donovan Mitchell 17 points, and Quentin Grimes 17 as well. Justin Edwards had 14, and the Cavs were up by 25 at their peak. Despite having one fewer rebounds than Philadelphia, they still won the game nonetheless. So everything's all good. Up until last night when they played the Orlando Magic and lost by a score of 128-122. Harden had 30 points. 8 assists, Mitchell 25 points. Evan Mobley collected 13 rebounds and scored 18, while Desmond Bane 35 and Paolo Banchero, he had 25, and Tristan Da Silva 23. 42 rebounds apiece for both clubs. Now let's look at the standings. Cavs are holding their ground. That's always a good thing. Cavs are 7 games back of the Detroit Pistons for that first seed, which is very unlikely they'll get the first seed. Best case scenario, more than likely they will wind up with third seed or second seed. And worst case scenario, play-in team. I mean, they're just 3.5 ahead of Toronto for that play-in spot. And we are winding down with the season. 40 plus 26 is 66 minus 18, which means we got 16 games left till it's playoff time. Cavs should be in it. You would assume they'd be in it. Teams that are out, the Sacramento Kings, they don't have a shot because they've been eliminated. The Indiana Pacers, who have been struggling immensely without their superstar Tyrese Haliburton, they're on a 10-game losing streak. Who's the hottest team in basketball right now? It's Atlanta. They've won 7 straight. Oklahoma City's won 6 straight. That's not shocking. They're really good. And of course, I was bringing up NBA Live 2005 for one reason, folks, and one reason only. Because I'm pretty sure we all saw this last night, and I'm pretty sure we all saw this indeed. Or not last night, but the night before last night. One of the greatest single-game performances of all time. Bam Adebayo hanging 83 on the lowly Washington Wizards. Oh, yeah, gods. Oh, yeah, gods is 100% right because only Wilt's hung more points than anyone else. Or so we thought. Because I got something to show you, folks. Yep, I'm getting out of my seat. I got to show you something pretty darn incredible. Once I played NBA Live 2005, and LeBron James scored 91 for me. I have proof on my phone right here. If we can get it, of course. It was pretty darn incredible. 91 points out of 105 points. Excuse me, folks. Just had to show that. I know you couldn't see it, but take my word for it when I say LeBron had 91 points, 6 turnovers, 2 steals, 5 rebounds, 1 of them being an offensive rebound. And you know, I said Big Z gets me double-digit blocks a game. Well, he had 10 that night. Drew Gooden had 5. Yeah, talk about the ultimate throwback, folks. Cavs beat the Bucks in my game 105-80. This was on January 28th. January 28th of this year, I had the game of my life with LeBron. He shot 70% from the field, 25 for 27 from the free throw line. You thought Bam Adebayo was going to the line like crazy. Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because you got to remember, I did this with 6-minute quarters. Good golly, 6-minute quarters, I scored 91. I'm trying to say, look, Bam had a good game, but this is what I'm talking about right here. If I can pull it up, well, yep. Look at that. Look at that. Sorry. Yep, it says 91. I will zoom in. As you see, point total. Yep, that's our good pal LeBron with a whopping 91 points. There it is. 33 for 47. His full stat line was right here. 33 for 47, as mentioned. Oops, a bunch of memes and stuff. You got the gist. You got the gist. You most certainly got the gist. Yep. What else is out there? What else is out there? Oh, I'll tell you what else is out there. Tommy's Picks. Yep, I apologize for not getting you Tommy's Picks recap because it's been a while. Here are all the boys' regional finals that we know of. Elyria against St. Ed's. Got to go with Ed's, unfortunately. Hilliard Bradley will beat Newark. And Princeton will beat Oak Hills. In Division 2, we have the full set for regional finals. It's going to consist of Brecksville beating North Royalton, Massillon, Washington beating Euclid, Westerville North beating New Albany, and Winton Woods beating Lima Senior. In Division 3, I got Hoban beating Cheney. I also have Toledo Central Catholic beating Mansfield Senior, and Bishop Watterson beating Steubenville, Trotwood Masson beating Baden. What else? Division 4. Perkins will beat Alder. Naysville will beat Circleville. And that's it for Division 4. Division 5, we got the full slate out there. Lutheran East, they're probably going to win Division 5. They will beat Canton Central Catholic. What else? Margaretta will beat Gahanna. And Ironton will beat West Muskingum. And Country Day will beat Waynesville. And then in Division 6, we have 2 regional finals set up. Richmond Heights will beat Kirtland because Richmond Heights is typically good at basketball. At least boys basketball. And Tri-Village will lose to Marion Local. Heartland Christian against Hillsdale. Got to go with Hillsdale. And Kaleida will beat Montpelier in Division 7 as well. And St. John's will beat Buckins in Division 7. High school girls basketball state championships. Oh, my God. We have some state finalists already. We saw earlier tonight, Port Copley. I feel so sorry for them. They did a great job, Coach Salas and her team. She's done a phenomenal job with the Indians. And she took them to the Final Four. Couldn't get it done. Listen, I'm a Highland alum. You see me, I'm wearing my Hornet football quarter zip. But you always root for your Suburban League brethren. And speaking of which, I think Wadsworth can win Division 1. At least I hope they win Division 1. It's always great to see a Suburban League school win it. Division 2, Olmsted Falls is playing Hoban, but I think Olmsted Falls will beat Hoban. I know, very odd to see a private school fall to a public school, but Olmsted Falls is building a dynasty in girls basketball. Gotta go Olmsted Falls to beat Big Walnut. Big Walnut was one of the few teams that beat Copley this year. And Chaminade Julian, the team that beat the Indians, will lose to the St. V. St. M. Irish in the Division 3 finals in Dayton. All the games are in Dayton, actually. Pardon me. Laurel will beat Bellevue in Division 4. Ottawa Glandorf, they will beat Norway in Division 5. Laurel, one of the best teams in not just Division 4, but probably the whole state. Kent Central Catholic will beat St. Henry. And Seneca East, they will beat Strasburg Franklin in Division 7. Well. We have how many days till August, 21st? Let me see. 162 days. That's a full baseball season, ladies and gentlemen. A full baseball season till football season. 162 divided by 7 is also 23 weeks and 1 day from now. So it's almost here. But you ain't concerned about that, folks, because you're probably concerned about high school baseball. Wow, high school baseball is going to be good this year. When's our first game? It's hosting Avon Lake, I believe. Let me check the Google Sheet. Is it a game? Let's see here. Baseball. Just checking. Baseball game, Avon Lake. Varsity is home against them on the 26th. That's the first game for baseball all season. First softball game. We can't sleep on softball, folks. That's fun, too. Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. But, yeah, the first game will be March 23rd. That'll be against the Copley Indians. So there is that. And what else is out there? I got to look up days until April 11th. Why April 11th? Because in 30 days from now, it's going to be the annual greatest spectacle in all of Highland High School. I'm pretty sure we all know it by heart by now. It's Mr. Hornet. What's Mr. Hornet, you might be wondering. It is a dance, pageantry, talent show, questionnaire, celebration, everything you could think of rolled into one. Mrs. Law does a great job with it. The English teacher, one of the English teachers at Highland, she's just done a great job with it. Also does the yearbook class, but yeah, it's fun. I participated 4 years ago, which shows you how old I am. I know it may not sound like much, but to me it feels like 40 years ago. And I can't wait for it. It's not going to be as good as the 2022 Mr. Hornet when I was in it, because that was quite frankly the first one post-COVID. The first one in 3 years. I mean, it's an annual thing, but of course, obviously you couldn't do it in 2020. Obviously you couldn't do it again in 2021 unless you had like 10 people show up, or for 2021, of course, but 2022 when all was restored again, we were the first act back. It was awesome. It was fun. It was hilarious. I still remember it. And yep, I can't wait. If they don't do a dirty dancing bit to start off the opening dance, I will be very, very disappointed. All right, I think I've talked enough today on Tommy Maroon Sports Show, episode number 309. 310 will hopefully be next week unless something pops up. I want you to know. Follow me on Twitter at WHBW Sports. Subscribe to me for WHBW on YouTube. And Instagram, we make memes. I make memes, I ought to say, on WHBW Sports on Instagram. Yeah, how about that? And how about this? I'm Tommy, thanking you folks for watching. Goodbye.
Watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.